almost to 30, 31. I mean, actually, no, 32. I'm almost 32.
Scott's well over the hill and running.
I'm old, man.
Dude, you're like halfway down.
He's like,
already. It's like that video of Chris Farley, like rolling down the hill. You know what I'm talking? Yeah.
Black Sheep.
What?
Is that what you're talking about, Black Sheep?
I don't know. It's the scene where he just rolls down a giant fucking hill for like 5
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah, he's like, vote for Donnelly! And then he's like, he trips and falls down a hill and just keeps rolling and rolling. And then he's like, oh, he grabs onto a branch and he's like, oh, branch, please hold on. And the branch breaks and he just keeps rolling and rolling.
This sounds amazing.
Rolling.
I don't think I've ever seen this.
Rolling.
Yeah.
What? Keep rolling.
That's actually where Limp Bizkit got the inspiration for that song.
From Chris Farley rolling down a hill.
That exact scene, yeah. It's in their documentary, Rolling.
Yeah, assuredly.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yes, you convinced me for a millisecond there, and then I was like, no, there's no way.
Well, it was between that and they were once rolling something else, an illicit substance, if you will.
Oh,
I don't doubt that at all.
That one makes more sense, right? Knowing Fred Durst.
Yeah.
Well,
keep rolling, dubbing, rubbing, rolling.
It could be
dubbing,
keep rubbing.
So we make a parody of that song.
Yeah, fuck yeah, we can. Why not? Yeah, fuck yeah. That sounds great.
And it'll show a bunch of video clips of people churning butter.
Keep rubbing. Fucking
churning butter.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's how you churn butter. You gotta like sit and do like this.
Oh, is that what you're doing there?
Is that the verb, rubbing?
No, it's churn, but close enough.
Okay. I'd prefer rubbing, but
Well,
okay.
no, you're not gonna say keep churning. It's just gonna show people churning butter because it looks like you're masturbating, and that's. Now, what else are they gonna rub? Cucumbers, zucchini.
I do that all the time, dude. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
They show people washing a zucchini, like.
Mm-hmm.
Like really cleaning it nicely.
Can we do that on a variety hour one day?
Wash the zucchini and bananas and
yes,
and pickles. Maybe we can pull pickles out of the jar
and stare into the
guys.
camera while eating it.
What up, V? Thanks for
tuning in. Are we on variety hour right now?
Oh, I'm okay. We're on. All right.
I didn't know we were on. Wow, my face looks so dirty right now.
It's fine. What a great intro. Welcome from What's a Real Variety Hour number 30. We're over the hill.
30, all right.
We're over the hill.
We're over the hill. Is that the number that is 30. Considered over the hill?
30 is over the hill, man. You're over the hill, brother. It's because back in the day, people died at like 40, so...
Back in the day, those were good times, man. People dying at age 40 and people getting guillotined. And that was the year that I picked when I asked everybody, so what year would you go back to? And I said, time when there was the guillotine.
He doesn't care which time period it was, as long as there's guillotines.
Just pick a guillotine time. I want to go back to guillotine times.
Guillotine, isn't that the British pronunciation for it? They call it the guillotine. We call it the guillotine.
It's still guillotine.
No. It's just because it's a double L, so it has the yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Americans are just uncultured.
True story. Same with Tortilla.
Tortilla? Hurricane Tortilla?
Stop it.
It gets Scott every time I mention that one. He was at the house on Tuesday night, and I mentioned that vine. He was, that's such a dumb vine.
It's like, I cringe whenever I see that video.
Oh, it's such a bad one.
Oh, my God.
It's such a bad one. It's like one of the most boring ones.
It's the most PG that I've seen.
It's
like,
yeah.
I had this routine when I was... Routine! Going through
routine!
I had this routine where I would wake up, take a nice cold shower, come downstairs, eat breakfast, and then I would watch something on YouTube, and it would usually be Vines. And I would be enjoying the Vine videos up until that point, and then it would just ruin it for me. Hurricane Tortilla. Like, I would
throws Scott's whole day off. He sees this one vine, and it just derails his whole fucking day. He gets in his car, and everybody's an asshole.
I've already seen this one. I think I want to take another cold shower.
Just got me all excited. I've got to calm down. Take a cold shower.
Hurricane Tortilla. Oh, shit.
Turn you down. I fixed the stream so I can monitor it from another screen.
Nice.
Yes.
I got questions here. We don't have to do them right just yet, but I don't. Do you have any there, Nathan?
I have questions.
I have a question.
Okay.
I have a question.
How about
to
we
start
do
us
it?
off.
Yep.
How was your week?
Can we do it where you do a question and then I do a question?
Sure, but Vernon, can you say your question again?
Oh, you have a question.
How was your week?
You got to it this time.
You got us, Vern.
You got
us. Scott, you
the
go
week,
first. How was your week?
It's been pretty good. Not too bad. Not too shabby at all. Just been back at work and getting back into the grind and
yeah, how's that going? How's work?
The grind.
It's been good. I was worried for a little bit. Like, I've been having these issues with my neck, but lately it's subsided, so been good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
For you. Are you back to waking up at butt ass o'clock in the morning to go to work?
Yep, 5:15 in the morning. Butt ass. Isn't it in the butt crack of dawn? Isn't that the phrase?
No, it's butt ass. It's butt ass dawn.
Butt ass dawn? I've never heard that one, but okay.
Butt ass dawn, butt ass o'clock.
Butt ass o'clock. Butt ass 30.
Another good phrase is "Oh dark 30."
I like that one. That's good. Nobody actually says it in the military.
Oh dark. That sounds like a title for a song. Oh dark 30. It's like that could be a song, actually.
I was like, come on, Scott, don't give them everything.
Yeah, we can make it a song for the morning, for that space when you first wake up before you have any coffee or anything.
All right.
Right. It's the
fuck.
Right.
Angry at the world.
Me and Vern the other night, I was showing him a song that I had written. And I think you've heard it too, Nathan. Before you get into your day, I'm going to just go to a side note. We came up with a name for the song. What was it again, Vern?
Oh, it's called Deception.
Deception.
But I was calling it Decepticons.
We're going to call it Decepticon.
Decepticons.
Decepticons.
Deceive.
And we're going to have it. Their only purpose is to go out and deceive Decepticons.
The birds are real. They're real birds, guys. They are real birds.
Decepticons. Deceive.
Deceive. And I was telling Vernon, my scenario of how a Decepticon goes about deceiving is he's a waiter and somebody calls him over. In this scenario, a Decepticon is in human shape. And a waiter, the person calls him over and says, "Excuse me, you gave me a Coke instead of a Pepsi." Decepticon slaps the fucking Pepsi or Coke out of his hand.
Deceive.
Deceive. Just smacks it out, or actually just slaps the person.
Vernon, this can be one of the villains in our new comic
series.
The
Decepticon deceiving.
Decepticon.
The Decepticon deceive.
That the Mono and Armano have to face whenever they go get shakes at the local mart.
We were going to have Magersteep be a character, and it was going to be you, Scott, but just with a mustache, like a crudely drawn-on mustache.
Yeah. And you're going to be the guy that whenever Mono and Armano get done with whatever adventure they have for the day, you're the guy that they go hang out with and drink beer and watch movies or something.
Yeah.
Why does it sound like I'm the stoner in this fucking story?
You're Magersteep.
Is this what you guys just wished upon me? It's just like
No. We don't wish anything upon you. We know the future. That's all.
Wow.
I've opened up my third eye. I found an astrology girl to tell me what kind of rock I needed.
That's right. And then your eye just went bing.
Yeah. I've awoken. I have awakened.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this is gonna be a great comic series. It's gonna be beautiful. It will be hilarious.
The misadventures of El Mono and Armano.
That's right.
And sometimes Magersteep.
More than sometimes.
More than probably pretty fairly often.
Semi-regular, I'd say.
Yeah.
Why does my character sound so lame? I'm just
No, your character's gonna be cool. You're gonna have a big mustache and a mullet.
Yeah.
a mullet?
Yeah, and a mullet.
Please,
Yeah.
no.
I didn't have the mullet initially, but that sounds good. I'm into that.
I came up with it just now.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
I'm on board.
It's great.
We're both halves of Mike Judge.
I don't consent to this. Mullets are disgusting.
Armano is going to be a leather jacket wearing, very swarthy, sleuthy, sexually individual who embraces his sensual rock star self.
Mm.
And
Okay, I'm picturing something from the
This is
80s, like Axl Rose back in the day.
Yeah.
Or
hair is going to have some kind of product in it. I don't know what.
For sure.
It's
Like a
something.
pompadour, maybe?
Yeah.
Glue.
Like a pompadour.
You'll
going
wear
on.
some kind of cool sunglasses
Yeah.
that aren't typical sunglasses. There'll be something different than because you're too cool for just regular sunglasses.
Regular
you know
sunglasses
what I mean?
are not cool.
I'm picturing the ones that have like the point at the end and they're like very colorful and they got sparkles and shit. That would be terrible. That wouldn't be cool at all. But that, for some reason, was the first thing that popped in my head.
Maybe that's what we'll do.
Maybe for a show, maybe that could be it. But for like casual days, you can have the kind that fade like halfway in some kind of way.
Mm.
Ooh, that's cool.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
And then El Mono is got the body paint with a giant 1 on the chest and a foam finger that is labeled with foam finger spelled with a PH. Foam finger.
Where's this foam finger at?
Taped right here. It's like a this.
Yeah.
I need to see a drawing of this character because
Foam.
I'm having a hard time picturing him. I can picture the other one,
Well,
but
although I am an artist and Nathan is an artist as well, we are not going to do the art. We're going to contract that out.
Yeah, because I can't draw that much that quickly to make it a full series.
Right.
mm.
We'd go insane
Well,
trying to do it.
Yeah. We'll hire someone. It's
Okay.
We're gonna have a web comic, I guess is what this would be.
Yeah.
This is good.
Yep.
This is good.
Is
So we have
Yep,
a
we're gonna-
podcast, a web comic, and we haven't played a show in a year and a half.
multimedia band.
Has it been a year and a half? Holy shit!
Well, it's been
Like just
What was
over
last-
a year.
Yeah, I guess just
our
over
last
a year.
like January or was it February?
February. It was February. It was like
It was in February.
12th or 13th or something.
It was like the
Yeah, it
sixth-
was at the Frozen Harbor.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Frozen. Yeah.
Which was tons of
That
fun.
was a
I wish
great
we could do it
show to
again.
end on. Jeez. Ugh.
Yeah, I know you had a hard time that day. I had some fun playing that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I had fun.
It would have been great. I mean, just there was a decent amount of people, and it was just, my voice.
Your voice was off.
Yes, I was sick. I couldn't sing worth my life.
Well, we still
Like
had people come up to us and say like, "Hey, you guys are fucking good, regardless of all
Yeah.
the issues we had."
I actually recall while we were playing in the distance, like in the big glass window, this guy walking up and like, oh shit, like it's like nice.
That's so cool, man. That's so cool. Do you recall the? Do you recall the big drunk guy in the middle?
What's that?
Do you recall the big drunk guy in the middle of the crowd?
Yeah, the douchebag who just kept like
He
cursing.
was like trying to
and,
harass us. It was so funny.
I had no idea about it. In the back. I was behind the drums. I couldn't.
It was
I
me
never-
and Vern, and we're just he got offended at some point because we were talking to each other like like close up, and he thought that we were talking about him, but we were just like informing each other about something.
Yeah.
Man,
I like came over and was like, "Hey, you might need to like tell them to turn you up some because like I can't hear you in the monitor, so I don't know where the fuck we are or some shit." I was like, we might need something there," and then like I stepped away, and that's when he started like yelling something and like getting angry and huffy and shaking his fist at us.
And everyone else was just like,
yeah, everybody else was just kind of like watching us play, like. And
right.
This guy was
There's
like,
a guy next to him who was like, I don't know if I think he knew him, but he didn't want to make it look like he knew him because he's like.
That guy wanted to come on stage and fight us, I'm sure. You know what I should have done? Is I should have just been like, come up and dance. Be a dancer.
Yeah, right.
I'd let him jump around on stage. Fuck it. Who cares?
So that would be another villain in our comic series.
Yeah, the angry drunk guy at the Frozen Harbor show. What was that fucking place called? Tin Roof? We're getting too specific now. Somebody's going to be like, it was me! I was the one!
Well,
he's
the one
villain
villain...
bag. He deserves to be called out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful about who we call out on the podcast. We don't need this getting around. That one drunk douchebag. That's where we draw the line. That guy. Fuck that
drunk
guy.
Douchebag. That guy too.
Yeah, and that guy. We won't go any further into detail on that, but fuck that guy too.
That guy. Yeah.
Hey Nathan, how was your day? Since we got way off topic.
Way off topic. Way off topic.
That's exactly what this whole thing is for. My day of the week was pretty good. And I gotta say, things are getting back up to speed as far as the school systems go. So I'm actually doing more, I was doing my work before, but it was sort of unmotivating because I was just in my office all the time, doing virtual sessions all the time. And you're just sitting there staring at a screen, doing some paperwork, talking to a screen, doing some paperwork. But, the past couple of days I've been able to go out to schools, see students in person, and, so it's been really good. And
actually interact with people. It's like, yeah, that would get old really quick. No wonder you drink so much coffee.
Yeah. So I have heart palpitations occasionally. Ooh.
Oh, jeez.
But having actual students in the room and seeing them be glad to be back at school, that's very motivating for me.
Yeah, right.
But there's one thing I'll do real quick since I've got the soapbox for a moment. So one of my coworkers, Fraka, you know Fraka. Mm-hmm. Well, her father-in-law just passed away recently.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Now, yeah. So what she asked me to do originally, which we're not able to do, was to play the song for her father-in-law in his honor, play Tennessee Whiskey for him. But we can't do that because we'd get pulled off air.
Yep.
So what is, I don't know if you guys have your drinks, but I've got mine. I've got some Tennessee Whiskey, Gentleman Jack. So I figured I'd drink a toast to Charles E. Jones.
A toast.
Toast.
Yeah. Cheers. Life well lived.
Cheers. Usually you say cheers. For some reason I said toast.
Toast.
Toast. Yeah. Cheers. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back, guys.
Go for it.
I'll be right here.
Well, we'll be right here. Just for you, Scott.
Just for him.
This is the Scott bathroom break hour. You didn't know?
An hour? Jesus, what's he doing?
No, that's what we do this for, is 1 hour. We have to check in on Scott and make sure he has his potty break. It's like letting a dog out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we gotta keep our singer on a leash sometimes.
We do. He runs away from us, yeah. Yeah.
Damn it, don't poop there!
He gets out there and he forgets sometimes that we're doing stuff. And he just disappears. Do you remember that one time? Actually. I think it was that show. Was it that show? No, it wasn't the Tin Roof show. It was another show where, Scott, it was 5 minutes before we were supposed to go on, and, we were all on stage, getting stuff ready, and Scott was nowhere to be found. It was Fishhead Cantina, I think. We're just, standing there,
where's Scott?
Where's the Scott? Scott, we need you, buddy. Where'd you go, pal? And he just, walks in, 2 minutes before we start. We're like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, yeah, I was just using the bathroom, getting a drink, paying my tab. fucking walking somebody's dog, letting a cat in, letting the cat out. Fucking, I don't know, man. Like, doing all kinds of crazy shit. There he is.
Hey, welcome back.
Scott, we were telling the story about the time at Fishhead Cantina that you disappeared on us right before we started the show. You were like, yeah, I'll be right back. It was like 10 minutes before we went on, so we were like going up there and getting our guitars ready and shit. You were just like, yeah, I'll be right back, and you just disappeared. And like, we had no idea where the fuck you went, and you didn't come back for like 8 more minutes of the 10 minutes. Like, when you did come back, you were just like, yeah, what's going on, guys? And we were like, we didn't know who the fuck you were. Like,
This was at Fishhead?
yeah, it had to be.
Is that, I think I was going to get my, like I had a bunch of people coming, and I was like, yeah, but I'll be right back. And
yeah, you popped in, and you were like, as soon as you got back in, you're like, what's up? I was like, what the fuck? Where were you? You're like, oh, I was like telling these people to come in and paying my tab and like getting a drink and use the bathroom. I was like, Jesus Christ.
All of the things.
I'm usually pretty responsible. I don't recall doing that, but okay.
It was only that you just told the story. You know exactly what time. You're like, yeah, I was like going to get my people.
Usually I inform everybody that, hey, I'm going to be right back.
You might have even said what you were doing, but we were already on stage and I had like ear protection in and I just wasn't paying attention at that point because we're like getting shit ready. So it's very possible you said like, I'm going to go get these people.
That wasn't Frozen Harbor?
Was that?
Because Frozen Harbor?
Frozen Harbor was no, that one was way worse. That was the one where your amp didn't fucking work. My amp, I was missing a cable that had fallen underneath of my
No, that wasn't
amplifier
Frozen Harbor.
speaker.
That was the place out there in Winchester.
No. That was Tin Roof. That was Tin Roof Frozen Harbor. That happened where I lost the cable and your amp didn't work. That happened again at Winchester though. That was when your amp was sitting in the cold and it didn't work again. That happened twice to us.
That happened in Roof, but okay.
Yeah.
The Winchester, was that the Blue Fox or
Yeah,
the
it was Blue
Granny?
Fox.
Yeah, the Blue
Yeah,
Fox.
because the amp sat out in the cold for too long, so it didn't work for some reason.
But then it warmed up and then it worked again.
I think
Yeah,
so.
but
Yeah, the
it
Winchester one had just started working. Yeah, at Tin Roof. Remember, they had like another like a PV or something on stage, and they just wheeled it over. Just used
Yeah,
that.
we had to like go over and blow on it and warm it up.
Yeah.
I don't recall doing that, but okay.
Well,
That's exactly
you
how it
weren't the one
works. You breathe
God.
new life into it.
left the job.
Just like that, Scott. Perfect.
Okay.
You guys are hoes, and I'm the porn star now.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently.
We're quality hose, okay? Get it right.
Scott doesn't know that story. I don't think it didn't happen until last night.
Do enlighten
What's that?
us.
Do we get into it? Is this a place for this?
Tell the story briefly. It's pretty
Yes, this is definitely the story.
So-
the time and place for it.
Decided to. This is the time. It's definitely the time and place for it. I've decided to try and make new friends, via a host of dating apps that exist, and as a result of a long conversation I'd had over the course of 2 days with somebody, I got what was. I can only describe as ensnared in the most masterful scam ever. Basically, we had sent some very lewd pictures to one another. It's just like a back and forth, and it was very specific. Like she's either a masterful scam artist or this chick is under duress, or these pictures are stolen. I don't know, man. Either way, it was a very confusing situation. So they tried to call me out on the nude pictures, and they were like, "Hey, you need to pay us whatever amount of money." I think it was like 800 euros or something. So they're European. There's a good like 800 euros, or otherwise we're going to release them to your friends and family. And I said, do it, bitch. I don't give a fuck.
That's great.
I just
What did
don't
they say?
have a damn left in my goddamn bank account. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck at all. I don't give a shit.
That is great.
That motherfucker's working for free for me at this point, man. All they've done is get other people to message me and go, let me get them nudes. That's all that's happened. That is legitimately the most negative downside. Oh no. People think I'm attractive.
We're gonna share this with your fan. I don't give
a fuck. Go ahead. Go the fuck ahead, bro. Work overtime for me.
What did they say?
I'll put you on payroll, motherfucker. I'll pay you to keep doing it. I'll pay you to send them nudes out.
Free promotion, man. Please.
Free promotion, man. Here, put this link on top of it. At once reveal.
This is how we get famous.
This is it.
Nudes
We're gonna Kim Kardashian
Vern.
our way straight to the top.
Vernon's
Through
beautiful.
Europe.
Straight through Europe. Yeah. Yeah,
Straight
man.
through
Maybe my nudes will be released on one of those Russian compilation sites.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
They'll be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, the guy from Once Revealed, that super popular band in Russia.
That very sexy band.
He is a Sex Panther.
Apparently, he's trying something new.
Holy fucking shit, man. That's so funny.
It is hilarious.
So yeah, I thought it was great. I thought it was really fun to call somebody like that. But they thought they were gonna scam somebody for $800. I'm like, nah, you just sent me nudes, and I'm about to say, fuck it, do what you want. I don't give a fuck. I think one of the messages I said, thanks for springboarding my OnlyFans career. I don't give a fuck.
And I'm assuming nobody actually got these pictures.
No,
anyway.
of course. Nobody's even messaged me once saying that they actually received anything. Don't check your message requests. Nobody check your message requests. Don't. After this is over, don't go check your
I'm
message
going
requests.
to.
Don't do that.
I
There's
wanna
no reason
see.
to. Don't do it.
I want to see Vern.
I know you do. Well, you can just come over and get it anytime, buddy. I'm here
Penis
for you.
looks
I was
like-
telling Nathan earlier,
Yeah.
I'll wear a dress and be the man in the relationship.
Mm.
Yep. Yep, and I'm going to be
Sounds like
the
a
woman.
nice invitation.
I'm wearing a dress.
Nathan said I'm wearing nothing. I'm not wearing a fucking thing.
Or an apron.
Yeah.
That's all I'll wear is an apron.
Just an
Now
apron.
You guys want
Just
to hear my
a
impression of Herbert
kiss the chef
pedophile if he
apron or
was to
some shit.
do-
I didn't hear anything either of you just said because you were talking
Go
at the
ahead.
same time.
Go ahead, Scott.
You guys want to hear my impression of Herbert the pedophile if he was Axl Rose?
Oh my god, you did this. Go ahead.
This is oddly specific. Okay.
Take me down to the paradise city where the grass is green and the boys are, boys.
Why can you do that so well? Scott has a rewarding passion as a part-time daytime voice actor for himself.
For him. He pays himself.
Snapchat. Follow
Quite
me on Snapchat.
Handsomely, yeah.
Handsomely paid by himself.
Handsomely paying myself.
Handsomely paying myself. I'm writing that down. Handsomely paying myself.
Oh shoot! I need some more fucking tea.
So guys,
Yeah.
let's
Question.
see.
What do you got?
What is the longest that you've gone without a shower?
Oh God, don't ask me that. I was in the army. Several
Man, I
weeks.
was young last time I didn't shower. Man, I was playing GoldenEye 007 on Nintendo 64, and I would do that for hours on end, which just would not take a shower. I don't know, maybe a week? No.
GoldenEye got you? Wow.
So you
Yeah.
played GoldenEye for a week and also didn't shower. So which one's crazier? The GoldenEye or the shower not having?
You pick. They're
Fair.
both pretty damn crazy.
Fair.
I got nothing. I think my longest amount was also a week, and it was sometime in middle school, either 6th or 7th grade. And I don't think there was a reason. I think I just didn't do it because I didn't feel like it. And I remember when I did take a shower after that, someone that I knew from one of my classes was like, "Did you dye your hair?" I'm like, "No." She was like, "Okay."
That's hilarious.
This is after you took a shower?
Yeah, after I took a shower, because like my hair was, greasy and
Dark.
sudden it was nice golden brown.
That's fucking hilarious.
Ugh.
Yeah, no, like several weeks probably. There was a time in the army when I did a field exercise where I legitimately didn't get to shower. I had baby wipes and I was like,
Oh, man.
you know how it goes.
Yeah.
man.
Rough.
Trying to live the life
Yeah.
out there.
That is rough.
Oof.
It's life, man. It's the
Okay.
Army. It's like playing a really big game of airsoft that never fucking ends, and they pay you.
Mm.
Oh, and
Never-
and there's no respawning.
That's terrible, but funny at the same time.
It's great, right?
Most humor's like that.
That's true.
That's what makes it funny most of the time.
What was your next question, Nate? You said you had another one.
Wait,
What?
Sure.
What do you got? Hit me, Scott.
Go back and forth.
we're supposed to go back and forth here.
Okay.
Gonna-
Fuck your turn. Bless
What'd
you.
you say?
I said fuck your turn. Your turn's a bitch.
Demons out.
It can't. It may be a bitch, but it's gonna go next. Okay.
Well, excuse me.
I'm just okay, guys. Let's lighten the mood. I'm just okay. Besides music, what is another hobby of yours?
Vigorous masturbation.
I mean, if you want to count that as a hobby, I guess that's my number 2 too.
If you're gonna figure that as a hobby, I guess that's mine as well.
Probably like every male ever.
No,
Like all of-
I like to draw. I like to write.
Mhm.
I like to paint.
That's cool.
Painting's a lot of fun.
Paintings in the background there.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, one of my favorite ones is in the background there, actually. No, it's
Nice.
not actually. You can't see my favorite one. It's the one that's on the right, but all the way at the top.
Oh,
yeah.
ask like
Yeah.
I like all of those things as well. But me and Vernon are basically the same human, so
We're the same person.
Mhm.
Yeah, we are actually the same person. We were created from similar test tubes, basically.
similar.
I see.
Yeah. No, I like to do like visual art. In fact, when I was in middle school, that was originally like before I got really into drum. I wanted to be like an artist. I don't know what kind of artist, but that was just what I like to do. That's what I did all the
Oh,
time.
I really
But
like
yeah.
pottery too. You like pottery, Nathan?
I've never done pottery.
Bro, you would love it. You'd fucking love it, I bet. I fucking love it. It's so much fun.
I have to give it a shot. And then
Pottery's
like I can sit sensually
Raving about
behind
pottery.
as no what I'll sit and do the pottery. You know, you being the man in the relationship
Ah.
are gonna and sensually guide my hands to what they need to do.
I'm not ghosting you.
I'm picturing Naked Gun where there's one arm, and then there's another arm, and then there's another arm, and then there's another arm, and another
That's a way better one.
Dr.
Dr.
fucking
Octopus.
octopus.
Or in this case, would this be James Bond and Octopussy?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Better.
That's a naughty.
You can't say octopussy.
Octopussy.
8 vaginas? I don't. Is that what that was? Is that what you were
I
going
guess.
for there?
I don't know, man. I don't really know what I did.
Vaginas.
This is performance art now. Is what this is. He's also a performance artist. I don't know if you're aware.
Yes. I was
Cool.
I told you guys I think, but I was reading about Alex Gray. You
Yeah.
know, the guy who does the artwork.
Mhm.
And there's this one freaking he used to do performance art and like very much that kind of performance art when you think of avant-garde performance art.
Yeah.
And the one that really got me was and I don't know if he had a real human brain for this or not.
You told
Or
us
if it-
this. You fucking told
Yeah,
us
you
this.
did, but tell us it anyway.
Yeah, go
Tell
ahead.
us the-
Do it for the
Well,
podcast because this is weird.
Yeah, this is fucking weird. Now that being said, I love Alex Gray and I love his work. Right, this is a different time when he was into some
It
different
was a
kind of
rougher
stuff.
time.
It was wild, man. It was wild back in the 70s. So, so he sat.
People were
At,
experimenting shit. Go ahead.
he had a small plate of spaghetti, and there's a human brain. I assume it. I don't know if it was a real human brain because I think he worked in like a morgue at some point, so it might have been a real human brain. And he had long hair. Okay, now he ate the spaghetti, and then he cut off his hair, and put the brain on the hair, threw the spaghetti back up, and then put it all into a bag and twisted it up. And that was
art at its finest.
Art. He really arted
Art.
that day.
He arted the crap out of that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Now I don't know what the hell that was all about. I don't know what the meaning is behind it, but
Yeah, I don't.
That's
a rough one.
That's a tough one, man. It's tough to tell where art stops being artful.
I mean, I don't think it ever stops being artful. It's just it's for somebody else, is what it is. I actually kind of appreciate it. I think it's kind of cool, to be really honest with you.
I think it's like one of those things that there's got to be a place in the world for that. Like that has to exist. You know,
Yeah.
You can't have a world where there's art and there's not that. Like it has to be there.
Yeah.
You know,
It's when somebody considers themselves a musician and they pull out a balloon and start squeezing it and making it squeak and calling that music.
Well, that they are.
That's
They're the generational artists of our time. God.
Yeah, that's my favorite song, dude.
You don't listen to Balloon Squeak Symphony number 12? Come on, bro.
Yeah, it's even in song form, so it's technically a song too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scott, what the fuck?
Sorry I offended you, but
I'm sorry I offended you.
Can't be much worse than fucking Cardi B's music.
Okay, so let's preface this by saying Scott has an enormous hate for Cardi B recently.
Yeah.
Scott is pissed that Cardi B exists.
Without bringing it up, he's just like, man, fuck that bitch.
I need to first say that I think I speak on behalf of myself and probably will as well when I say Cardi B's alright. We have no beef with Cardi B. We have no Cardi beef, if you will.
It's Scott Patton.
Who titles a song WAP? Wet ass pussy. Fuck that shit.
Scott is so upset about this. I want to go on the record by saying I think it's a great title.
I think it's terrible. And the fact that it has over 100 million views makes a musician like myself disgusted. So I will leave it at
Vernon, we're not
musicians, clearly.
No. Squeeze.
All right, well,
no,
as a musician, as myself.
If you think Cardi B is a musician, you're not a musician.
She is a musician, Scott, despite your ravings.
Vernon, I have an idea.
Yeah.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a side quest in our comic series where Magersteep. It's Magersteep and the Cardi Beef.
Cardi B.
Cardi Beef.
Brilliant.
Cardi Beef,
man. It'll be Cardi B, but in the form of hamburger.
Yeah, Cardi Beef.
Adventure Time.
It'll be a hamburger wearing a cardigan.
This makes me think of Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, or whatever.
Yeah.
That's definitely in the direction we're headed, for sure.
Yeah.
What it sounds like, that one show with a meatball.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Yes.
Little meatball talk like this.
Yeah. Weird ass show, man.
It's such a weird show. I love that show, though. Honestly, one of my favorite shows growing up. That weird New Jersey, New York accent that I do randomly, that's the Carl from that. That's basically that character.
Is that the milkshake or whatever?
No. Carl, the neighbor next door that wears the gold chain is.
Oh,
the frick are you doing in my frickin' house? That fucking guy.
So bad.
Get your freaking meatball. Take him home. The fuck?
All right, you guys ready for another question?
Yeah, hit me. What do you got?
All right, let's see.
This guy's like Nathan's questions.
Yeah.
Love you, buddy. All right. What part of the human face is your favorite?
All right, Ed Gein. What the fuck?
Wait, who? What?
Ed Gein. He's a serial killer who cut people's fucking faces off and save them as masks.
Holy shit, Vernon. That is not what I was thinking when I wanted to ask.
What's your favorite part of the face? I was like, all right, Ed Gein. What the fuck?
Who is the artist who cut off his own ear and?
That was Van Gogh.
Van Gogh.
Vincent Van Gogh. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Reminds me of him. But anyways,
I'm talking about when you're
Serious.
appreciating the beauty of another individual while their face is attached to them, and you're not intending to remove any part of their face. And it is going to stay attached to their skull.
As long as it's still attached, what part do you think?
What part?
I would say it's between. I would say it's between their smile and maybe their nose.
Well, Nathan, I had an answer until you said the face had to be attached, and then I got nothing.
Well, we're gonna turn our attention back.
We got us a serial killer. I think we need to call the cops.
Likes a smile. Ah, wonderful. A smile.
Let's smile. Let's all smile together. Let's
give it a nice smile.
No, eyes probably. Yeah. If you have pretty eyes, I'm already in. I can't do anything. You bought, sold, and paid for. You have access to my bank account. What do you want?
Here's some nudes. Send
Yeah.
them online.
Yeah. PSN. Please send nudes.
I'd have to agree with eyes. I definitely would.
Yeah. It's because we're the same person.
Indeed.
Actually, eyes are good too. Yeah. So it's just this vicinity right here. Eyes and nose and the mouth.
It's the T, the facial T.
The facial T.
It'd be weird if I was the
Don't call it that. I made that up just now and it sounds weird.
What?
I said the facial T. I said I just made that up now and that sounds weird. Don't call it that.
Facial T.
The facial T. That's the facial avoidance zone, if you know what I mean.
Now to think of it, I'm most attracted to a woman who has facial hair. They got facial hair, then
you're more attracted to it. Oh man, I'm in then. I have the body of a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Scott, and Vernon, as it turns out, I'm a girl, and I am the girl in this relationship. So,
well, and I have the body of a woman, so I wear the dresses. That was the thing.
Show me some more of that. More,
Scott,
please.
it's out there in the world. You just got to find it now.
Yeah, rub it against the camera. Rub it good. Yeah.
It's ASMR, BSMR.
Ugh.
So anyway, next question.
Yeah.
What do you got?
What's your favorite metal band? I feel like I'm going to ask this question. I did ask what's your favorite artist, but I never said what's your favorite metal band.
My favorite metal band? My favorite metal band is Lamb of God. You know that. Yeah. Yours is Alter Bridge, probably. Are they metal? They're metal.
I guess they're metal. I was going to say Alter Bridge.
And Nathan's favorite metal band is
Periphery.
I was going to say Periphery. Yeah, Periphery.
I'd have to say so, I think. If I'm going with
between that and Animals as Leaders, that's where I was like...
Well, I feel like Animals as Leaders, they sort of occupy their own zone. It's a little different than typical metal.
Yeah.
I feel like when I think of metal, I think of something that's very intense, which contains a great deal of dissonance and angst and all of that stuff. And Animals as Leaders, they have more of a classically driven
sort of, yeah.
Style.
Yeah, they're very jazzy.
Very jazzy, yeah.
Which I've noticed in Periphery, Misha uses a lot of jazzy type of solo, and his solos are very, like I just learned that one song by Luck is a Constant. It seemed like it had some very jazzy style to it.
Yeah, I mean you could. I'm sure that they are aware of jazz and stuff, but probably more. It's like when you start using more of the upper harmonies in a chord. Like if you're not just sticking with the typical the open fifths or like triads, but you start experimenting with some like 11th chords or like something that I actually had this idea for the band, because something you could do is I know on piano, if you're doing jazz piano soloing and stuff, the way that you can figure out more complex chords is like on your left hand you play a certain kind of triad, just a normal chord like D major or something, and then on your right hand you do D like C major. Is that it? Or maybe C augmented or something. But you put a different kind of normal triad with your right hand, right? And what you end up with is a chord that's more complex, because now instead of just a 3-note chord, it's now a 6-note chord. And what you end up with is like I'm trying to think, if it's a D major, for it to be sharp 11, you need a G sharp. Or there's certain patterns you can do where, like, if you stack the correct triad on top of it, you can end up with these really cool chords, like a sharp 11 chord, or like a flat 9 chord, or whatever.
Scott and I are both just like, yes, music, yes.
yes, the flat
music.
9 chord.
Yes.
Yes.
As guitarists, yes. The notes. Well, like, you are correct.
What that means is we have two guitarists, and one of you could be the left hand, the other one could be the right hand, right? And
we do this in places. This is something we do.
Yeah, so Vernon, you could play a certain set of chords, like a certain chord progression, and then Scott could play the other chord progression that stacks on top of that.
Yeah.
And so you end up.
Yeah, I got when you were saying like the C chord with the A chord or whatever you're saying. I that's
we fucks with
that part. I understood, and that's kind of that's cool. The rest of it, when it comes to like 11, I forget what you said.
Yeah. 9
flats and all that stuff, I get a little lost.
Yeah, but probably when you're looking at those periphery solos, it's more so that they're not like trying to mirror jazz as much as they're just using more complex kind of harmonies and different.
Yes.
Yeah, those guys, they have some some weird talent for that strange harmony and dissonance thing.
They know what's up, man. They figured a few things out with
And ironically, Misha doesn't know any theory. So
he doesn't know any theory at all. He's just
really
out there winging it.
Nice.
He probably knows stuff now, but just by virtue of being around bandmates for so long.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess if you just sit a whole bunch with stuff for long enough, you'll eventually get to the same place.
Yeah, I mean, with guitar, it's like realistically, there's a finite number of things you can actually do with the instrument, right? Like, your hands can't do very bizarre shapes to afford certain, shapes that you could normally get on other instruments like a piano. But regardless of that, people are finding ways around it, and that's what I think is really cool about the way that they play and write music, because it's like, it is doing that in some ways, you know what I mean? Like, they'll play a chord down here and then tap the other notes that they want that specifically make it, this other crazy fucked up chord that you couldn't otherwise play. And that's something that I don't think we've ever seen in the genre yet. Very new to me, anyway.
I think that's one of the reasons I like it. It's because I hear those kind of strange chords, and they're dissonant, and they're creative, and I think it's one of those things. I think sometimes when someone is like a trained musician, they learn to approach music in a certain kind of way, and then that approach also includes limitations, like things you're not supposed to do, or you're not allowed to do.
Yeah. That's why I've kind of stayed away from it, because I don't like the whole like rigidity of music theory in general. I feel like it boxes things in too much, and it makes it too much of a formulaic thing rather than an expressive thing.
Right. Well, like on one hand, I feel like this kind of thing comes up in lots of different practices, like in different realms, not just music, but in other things. It's like there's one approach where you take something up as like a practice, right? And you say, I'm going to do this in the way that was prescribed for this particular way of approaching music. So that could be like, I'm going to be a classical pianist. That means I'm going to learn to play classical piano, and I'm going to learn the practice of classical piano. And then what ends up is that you can't go past that. You stop yourself wherever or whatever, right? But then so that's on one hand where it becomes like that's your practice, is all these rules of music theory and whatever. But then on the other hand, you could study music theory as simply a way of learning more information and learning some methods of getting certain kinds of chord structures, and then still allow yourself the freedom to do whatever the hell you want.
That would be my goal as far as...
Yeah, most people don't teach it that way. That's the tricky thing. In universities, usually it's done this way, where, no, you're supposed to do it like this, because that's what these guys did, and they were great, so you got to do it the way they did it, or else you're wrong.
Yeah, that's generally why I've stayed away from
very unprogressive.
Yeah, I don't need that kind of negativity in my life.
Yeah.
You guys need to lighten up. Lighten up, Francis.
Hey, lighten up there.
Yeah.
What, Loki? My goodness, Cat, you're bothering the shit out of me.
Scat.
Hello,
Cat,
Loki.
cat, pan, pokies, Lokis.
Where's Panda?
He doesn't like being held. I'll let him down.
Panda does. Panda
Anyways.
crawled right up on my ass.
What's that?
I said Panda does. Panda crawled right up on my ass.
Yeah, he's
Panda
a
didn't give a
friendly little
fuck.
fluff.
Panda was like, come here. Yeah, I'm gonna pet you.
I get here after a trip to Brazil, and I get there. Vern's still here. I open
Hanging
the
out
door.
with the cat.
Right there, Panda. Oh yeah.
Yeah, thanks,
good.
man. Thank you. Yeah. Scratching me.
What did I just walk in on? Excuse me. I guess I'll come back later.
I'll just leave my house. I'll just leave and then you leave and then I'll come back.
If you got a few minutes, wrap things up.
You got more questions there, Nate?
Oh, sure. I thought it was your turn. If you had more questions,
I did the metal thing. I thought.
Oh yeah, that's right. You just asked that.
And I guessed both of yours.
Yeah, you did. That's right. I never answered it. Fuck.
What's Will's favorite metal band?
Fuck. Stack like pancakes.
Well, they're not a ska band, so.
Oh shit!
It's brass metal.
It's brass metal. It's brass metal.
Oh shoot! He's gonna hate me now.
Yeah, it's brass, so it's metal. It's metal. Brass is a metal.
Metal.
Yeah.
Close enough.
True.
I don't know. Tool. I bet you it's Tool. Will's is Tool.
He does has mentioned them in the past.
Yeah, I think it's Tool.
Quite possible.
Yeah. My guess.
Itchy.
I'm pulling from the ether. It's Tool.
Let's see. All right. What was the best thing before sliced bread?
Oh, because we always care about the best thing since sliced bread. What's the thing before sliced bread?
Before. Yeah.
Fire?
Guns?
Like, probably fire. Yeah, fire.
Best
For sure,
thing.
fire. Fire would be the best thing before bread. You need the fire to cook the bread. It's fire.
Guillotine.
Guillotines. What's the best thing before sliced bread? Guillotines. You know why? Because they didn't have any bread to give people. That's why they made the guillotine.
So they could the bread.
Yeah, so they could efficiently
Right. So
cut the heads off of the tyrants who wouldn't give them any.
That too.
right.
Yeah.
But then you wipe off the blood and you slice the bread.
Slice the bread and you make sliced bread. So the guillotine. No, it's between
With a
fire
little
and
bit of
guillotine
blood
at this
flavor.
point. What do you got, Nathan? What's your?
I was going to say the outhouse because that's
outhouse.
that's pretty nice. I mean,
Nah, shit in a hole. Fuck it. Who cares? Bread,
I care.
fire, guillotines.
I like my outhouse. I'll have you know. I'd rather.
All right, fine.
Well,
have your
was-
hole with a happy little shack over it. We'll have fire and guillotines.
When was the outhouse invented?
I'm
Oh,
sure
that
it
had to
was
be
before-
well after sliced bread.
after.
Yeah, that had to be after
What?
sliced bread.
When was sliced bread invented?
When?
I thought sliced bread was invented.
Alexa,
Eddie White.
when
was-
was sliced bread invented?
We're not sponsored by Amazon.
Answers contributors. Commercially
1928.
available on July 8th, 1928.
Betty White was before.
1928.
Question?
It became
1928.
commercially
So yeah,
available.
Fire better than sliced bread. Outhouses existed. Whatever. Fire. And honestly, at 1928, Scott, guns. You were right. Guns. Guns are in there too.
First musket was invented in the early 1700s, I think.
Yeah. Then they had like crazy fucking gunpowder fired BB guns.
Yeah, right.
Crazy.
And the only way to shoot is if you ignited it, like
Yeah.
you had to. Yeah. crazy.
Crazy.
It's funny. Did like this to ignite the gun.
Yeah, ignite the gun.
Ignite the gun.
I'll ignite something here.
Ignite the gun. Point it at you. Ooh, pipe.
Ignite the pipe. Call it a pipe
Ignite
bomb.
the pipe.
But I'm just kidding. FBI guy,
There's
don't kick in my
another-
door. No, FBI guy.
Ignite the pipe. That'll be another song
Ignite
too.
the pipe.
Ignite the
I
pipe.
instantly pain myself.
Decepticons.
These are gonna be albums
Ignite
one
the
day.
pipe.
Decepticons. Ignite
I
the
just thought-
pipe.
Just thought of a question I could ask you.
What's that?
What's the craziest natural event that you've seen? Like an event of nature.
An event of nature.
Or like the most interesting or beautiful or captivating or whatever. Like
I have 2. 3,
Most-
maybe? I have 3. Weird ones.
Crazy natural thing that has happened is when I had to go to the bathroom one time, and I'll just leave the imagination up to you.
It was the parting of the porcelain sea.
I'm thinking of a South Park episode.
Yeah.
Where he wants to go to the Guinness World Records.
Yeah.
And he takes a giant. Oh shit!
Yeah.
What is the?
I have 3 though. I once saw a crazy fucking sandstorm when I was in Kuwait. One that I can legitimately say was like awe-inspiring while it was rolling in. We were just like, what the fuck? And then it was just a blanket of dirt. And then it rained during it, and we got rained on with mud. I think I've explained this before. It literally rained dirt from the sky because of how much sand it was picking up while it was raining through it. It was fucking nuts. It actually flooded that post that day because they did not ever expect to get so much rain ever in that place. So it was a lot of rain. People were like floating across the water instead of walking places. It was fucking crazy. It was a crazy time.
Oh fuck this! I'm just gonna float.
They literally did. Somebody like bought pull floaties, like the little rings, and they used those. It was really fucking funny, man. I legitimately thought it was the greatest thing. But that was one. 2, I saw a tornado like 2 years ago, like from the window at my work. Like one of the 2 tornadoes that have touched down in Frederick in the past couple of years. Yeah, I watched it form, hit a construction site, drag a giant piece of metal into the sky, as well as some other debris, and then it just stopped, and we watched that rain down. We were like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, that's. I've never seen something that
was
crazy.
fucking nuts. And then
Vern, you've taken the cake.
I've got one
nobody
more
can-
that scared the shit out of me.
Do it.
Have you ever seen ball lightning?
Ball lightning?
It has been described as like an orb of lightning it's a phenomenon that nobody can really describe. You usually only see it when you're flying, and I was flying in a very small plane at the time through a thunderstorm. And we all sitting in the row that we were in were like, "Did you fucking see that?" And we were like, "Yeah." Like everybody in the row.
War of the
Like, "Did you
Worlds?
fucking see that?" And everybody was like, "Yeah. What the fuck was that?" And we were like, I think something arced in here, and the captain came over to the thing and was like, "We might be experiencing some turbulence pretty soon. They were flying into a bit of a storm." Like, fucking...
Holy shit.
Jesus.
That was pretty
I don't
fun.
know.
It once, and Vernon saw a ball of lightning.
Yeah.
Sandstorm, ball of lightning, tornadoes. I can't top that, man.
No.
What do you got? What's your... He's like, I saw a big wave once. I thought it was like maybe a tsunami, but then it came in and it was fine. We were good.
So that's all a big wave. It was maybe 8 feet tall. Thought it was a tsunami.
I thought it was over, man. I saw my whole life flash before my eyes.
I think my favorite thing that I saw, it's not so much that it was crazy as much as I just really, really thought it was a really beautiful thing, actually. So I was sitting at like this graduation party, and they had it on the bank of a river. Like I don't know if it was their house or somebody else's house, but it was on a river, and it was like, the land across the way, and above that land across the way, it looked like it was about to be a storm, like a lightning storm that got all dark and windy, and then nothing really happened. But then across the way, up in the clouds, there's a bunch of heat lightning happening. You ever get to sit and watch heat lightning for a while?
You got a lot of that overseas too. That's lovely. I forgot even about that. You just brought back so many memories. It's like red and orange and shit. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's like it was better than any fireworks you could ever watch.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, I had never seen it before. That's what was so crazy to me. I'd never seen it so vividly and so much. Just the entire bolts, like, across the entire sky and, you know, booming through. And it's not like a loud crash or anything. It's just a low rumble that you hear.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So, like, I remember I went and I was going to sit next to my brother, Jeremy, and I was starting to say something, and he was just like, shh, just watch. Okay.
Damn, man, okay.
Sat there and watched some heat lightning for like 30 minutes. It was great.
Now I wanna go watch heat lightning with your brother.
Yeah. He's gonna tell you to stop.
He's like, shut the fuck up. Just watch.
Okay.
I forget the name that we have as our group chat is the Ballad of Burns McSmith.
The Ballad of Burns McSmith.
Yeah.
Ballad Burns McSmith. Yep, that's it.
I don't
That's
even
the
remember
one.
how we got there. The name changes with our conversation, basically.
That was Will that did that.
Fluid. Yeah, that was his name for the most
Damn,
recent
it's
one.
9:03. Holy shit.
Is it really like that?
Oh.
Wow, we made it through the once revealed variety hour, and we've made it into the post-hour fucking special, I guess. 3 minutes in. Very nice of
The
us.
after.
The
3
after
minutes.
hour. The after once revealed after hours.
Oh.
It's like Twitter at dark, man.
Late night with the Vern. What was the fucking Ballad of
The
Vern?
Ballad of Burns,
Burns.
late night with Burns McSmith.
Yep. That's how it's gonna. That's
great.
the title.
Late
I
nights
feel like
with Burns McSmith.
Burns McSmith would be like in the. I keep thinking of this fucking comic book series. Like that's gonna be the fast food tycoon.
Oh, I love
He's
it.
gonna walk
Burns McSmith.
purple suit shit.
I do eat a lot of
have-
fast food. I see how this is directly related.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm
Burns McSmith.
single-handedly keeping the restaurant chains in Frederick, Maryland in business. I need you all to understand
what?
that. Single-handedly. It's just
Good
me.
for you.
I'm out here.
We need more people supporting our local restaurant,
Yeah,
fast
except for
food
their
restaurant.
chain restaurants like fucking Burger King and Taco Bell. So
Yeah. Well, they don't
they need
it.
lots of help for sure.
So much
Yeah.
help.
Okay.
You got
Tons.
those poor people. They're going with your measly few dollars each.
You too can support a high school student who's got their first job at Taco Bell.
Hopefully make taco correctly.
They don't have to. It's fine.
That's a sad story waiting to happen.
We're gonna start the
God.
once revealed college fund, where we send one Taco Bell employee to college.
By taking out
Say
Taking
what?
a what?
by taking out loans.
By taking out loans.
Because we can't afford it.
That's not really considered a donation, but okay.
I love it. That's so fucking great.
This poor child's gonna go to college, and that's great.
Holy
But he's gonna
shit,
be
that's
paying
so
it off
funny.
the
By
rest
taking
of his
out
life.
loans. I'm taking out loans under fake names. Moving to Ecuador.
He's
Perfect.
gonna have a degree, but he's not gonna be able to use it because he lives in Ecuador.
No, he can stay here. We have to run to Ecuador, Scott.
Oh,
Yeah.
We can run. It's fine. He can stay.
yeah,
Live
totally
out his
worth
dream.
it. Yeah, sacrifice.
Yeah.
Gotta make a sacrifice.
Yeah, we'll be running away from the FBI for the rest of our days.
You know, in Ecuador, I have a friend of a. I have.
Don't tell them
someone
this.
who's
Don't tell them our plan. No, I'm just kidding. What you got?
Friend.
You have a friend of a friend?
No. I have the ex-wife of a friend of a friend.
Oh, an ex-wife of a friend of a. Ooh.
Better. So we've got it in Ecuador.
Or they're gonna try and kill us too.
Yeah. Tell him that and see how he reacts. Hey, don't you? You're a friend of my ex-wife. Get the fuck out of
Don't
my
kill
house.
me, please. Don't kill. I see
Please
now the
don't.
error of my ways.
So hey, you know, I know you were married to someone who knows someone that I know. Can we crash with you? That'd be great.
They're
We're running from
They
the
live on a
law.
cartel in the middle of the jungle. Like one of those cartel plantations with like the big fucking metal fences and shit. Amazing.
Yes. And we could like transport cocaine back.
He has a
into
monkey on his shoulder at all times. Wears a
I
white
was just
suit.
gonna say something about cocaine.
Yeah.
Well, we
Yeah.
would they would shove it up our butt, and then
Yeah.
we'd get across.
That's gonna be our
borders.
job. We'll have to smuggle drugs into the country. Then the FBI is gonna catch us and they're gonna cut us a deal and say, get us in with the cartel that put you up to this, and we'll give you freedom. We'll extradite you back here and we'll give you freedom after you take down the cartel. That's what it's gonna be.
Yeah,
man.
then
We have it all figured
so we
out.
Is your third eye opening
My
up?
third
again?
eye is open. I see the
Thing
future.
that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
transferring information back to the FBI.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm gonna be smoking weed, and then we're gonna be in Ecuador, and then we're
Yeah.
gonna have to get.
It'll be just
kill
like
the cartel.
Metallica when they became government plants in the Cold War against Russia in the 1980s.
wait, did we just go back in time?
What?
Is there a time?
Did we get in the hot tub time machine?
No, I said it'll
The
be
hot-
just like when Metallica became FBI government plants back in the 1980s.
Oh, okay. I got you.
And when they were sent them
Yeah.
to Russia to break rock and roll in Russia to supplant the communist state.
Yeah, that's definitely what they did.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, like that. And then we'll come back.
And we'll be the
and,
masters of knifing.
Yeah, and we'll be Armano and Elmano.
What are we, fucking Siegfried and Roy? What was
Yeah, we're not gonna train tigers. What are we gonna train? We gotta train something.
Just cats. It'll just be cats.
Cat. I looked at my cat and I was like, yeah, we'll train cats.
We'll train cats. yeah, we'll train cats. I'm into that.
Yeah, they'll steal jewelry and shit.
Yeah, it'll be good. Scott's just here and along for this ride right now. Like, where the fuck is this going? Oh man.
The
Yeah,
X.
I kind of tuned you guys out for a second, and then I heard cats, and I was like, "Ooh, cats!"
Ooh, cats!
Okay.
I like cats.
So basically, Scott, what's happening is
We're taking down the cartel.
we're taking down the cartel, and then we're gonna open up a house cat circus.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, that's totally where I was going with that for sure.
And this all happened because we decided to send a youthful, earnest child to college.
To college.
Yeah.
They deserve it.
And give him fake names for his loans.
Yeah, and then when they get their degree that they can't use for much, they can work at our circus.
For cats. Our circus for cats. Don't forget, it's for
Yeah.
cats.
Yep, because they got their degree in.
Underwater basket weaving.
That's right,
Underwater what?
Underwater
Basket.
basket weaving.
basket weaving.
Underwater basket weaving. That is something you need a degree for. My goodness.
Yeah, God, we can't just pay anybody out here with a high school diploma
True.
to do underwater basket weaving. We did.
Right.
We had to start them at less than minimum wage. Well, they're paid with tips from all the people that come to visit them.
Fucking ridiculous, man.
Where's he guys?
We about
going?
ready to
Go
end
weave
here?
a basket underwater.
I gotta get the bit. What?
Oh, he's got a basket.
basket. Well, we got one thing down on our list.
Yeah, one basket. So now we can put hell in it, and the world can go to hell in a handbasket.
And we've got a numerous cats.
Well,
We're
I
on our
guess
way.
since Scott said he's tired, and it sounds like we got a sleepy Scott. We got sleepy Scott alert. Whoop, whoop, sleepy Scott, sleepy Scott. Scott's sleepy.
I'm just gonna end on that note. I'll see you later.
Next time I'll have a soundboard. It'll be like, woo.
Sleepy Scott.
Sleepy Scott. It'll have techno dance music, like that weird nightcore thing.
God.
All right, this has been the Once Revealed Variety Hour. We were once revealed.
Yep.
That was some variety, and it definitely went for an hour. Thank you all for being so well dressed, and join us next week when we finally get our degrees in underwater basket weaving. Good night. We love you.